Guess you could say I haven't taken a shower since last year. I was gonna make that as a tweet like days ago. I think it would have been funnier. It's one of those things where it's like the earlier I would have said, the funnier it would have been. Like, I had the idea like start of the month of December. I was like that'd be really funny. And I was like I kept forgetting to post it. No one was seen it, but at some point I was convinced like I would have been at least it would have been funny. At least I would have known it would have been funny. But I kept forgetting. And if every passing day the joke would have been less funny. Until eventually it's just whatever. Holocure. I've not played this game in a very long time, but I have a lot of money. I have a lot of money. I have so much money. Okay, what even is this number? 15,304,604. 602. I gave myself 2x coins, just being a little generous to myself. I deserve it. And, armory. What do you mean? It's just like, okay, this isn't even like you don't buy things here. This is just like a guide of all the stuff. Also, A-chan. Oh god. Ooh. It's what's things that's the thing with a lot of these games. Like you put people in places, and you're like, yeah, well, A-chan, it makes sense. She runs the shop, and it's like, oh yeah, she's gone. It feels awkward now. It feels a lot awkward now. She's just there. You can't like replace her. That'd be weird. But it's just like, oh hi, oh god, that's right. You're gone. I forgot about that. Character guide. Let's get like one of each of the new waves. I have more than enough to. Let's get 10. Who cares? I'm loaded. I don't care. All right, we got. Is that like everyone? Do I have anyone missed? I think that's everyone. I did not get Kanata. I got everyone but Kanata. Okay. Fair enough. Let's try. What? Oh. Let's do this one now. Where's Rushia? What? Oh my gosh, he's gone. Who would have guessed? I guess Rushia wouldn't be here. That's crazy. Wow, who would have thought? I think everyone thought he was gonna be there. Man, it's such a big surprise. We got everyone there. We just don't have Kanata. Should I just screw it. We're gonna try to go for Kanata. I was like, partly was hoping I wasn't gonna get her because at that point it's just like mandate of heaven. She's not welcome here. I don't even know if I'm gonna play as any of them. Wait, actually, hold on a second. Wait, does anyone have any new outfits? Yeah, we do have new outfits. That is good news. We have a Yopi outfit. I have no tears. We'll worry about that later. That's like the least interesting thing we have going on right here. So we just play, right? Like, I mean, God, do I play someone new or do I play someone? I think like for the sake of this game, it makes sense that I would want to play as someone I know how to play as. If I'm gonna be jumping into a harder level, why would I play as someone I have no familiarity with? That would just mean that I would be like handicapping myself when rusty. And this is like a new level. It's a higher skill level. This is like more difficult than the stuff I've done before. Oh god. Bay is pretty good. She's pretty good. I mean, all I know about her, I remember she gets high damage. She's all about like multiple layers of crit, like a crit attack. Okay, like attack lands like critical, and it can go further beyond, get like critical on the critical, and then get critical on the critical on the critical. It's getting insane like damage multipliers. It's fun, so I think we're gonna go with that. She's not necessarily the strongest, but I like big number. Big number equal happy, so we go big number. Fantasy Island. This is the new stage. The other ones are hard levels. We can work those later. We're gonna go with Bay. Okay, I remember the map. Oh yeah, that's right. I have her like maxed out, so she starts out with all her initial stuff maxed out. I forgot. I have a controller. It doesn't. I forgot. I remember like thinking. I remember there's a problem with my controller, but I don't remember what it was. Well, yeah, it's that I can't aim because it doesn't let me aim because it like freaks out. Yeah, I have the mouse and keyboard right here. Okay, easy transition. But yeah, she has all her like base abilities maxed out already, so she already has the crazy damage multipliers right out the bat. Okay, what do we go for though? I said we go for bouncing ball and potentially what's it called? Like a bouncing ball and what is it? Oh, it's CEO's Tears. That's a good combo. Get this up. I think we might go for the my classic combo for this game. This is like a popular combo. I assume everyone does this. It's what was it, like body pillow, sake. There's another one. It was like oh yeah, it was like the what was it? Uber cheap or whatever. Because you want to get oh yeah, no, it's what is it? Hope soda and what is it? There's that like crony thing that's like what is it called? There's another like critical based thing. I forgot what it was called. Okay, we're gonna stick with this. I'm gonna stick with things I know can collab off the top of my head. Realistically, I could just check. I could just look at the collab menu thing and see. Oh yeah, this I could go for this build. I feel like that's cheating. I couldn't tell you why it's cheating, but I just feel like it's cheating. Now I'm sort of like running out of things. Oh well, I got some new fish. That's a pretty big deal. I forgot how much of a Zatsudan game this is. I forgot how much of this game is dedicated to just talking because nothing's happening. But I had like my fish tank. This one like a giant Danio. I think that's what it's called. It's been I got the fish years ago, like at least like 5 years ago. I had this fish for a long time, and I just had the one fish because I had multiple points where I got other fish, thinking like, oh, you know, he probably wants a. Okay, it's not this one. This is not the one I want. I thought, you know, he probably wants a little friend in there. And every time I would try to make a friend for the fish, he'd like harass the hell out of him. He'd just spend all day just chasing him around. So eventually I just stopped getting other fish for him. He just didn't like him. And he lived for a long time. When he died, I was just like I didn't want to get another fish. I was just too sad. Eventually, I just decided to. I had like a bunch of weird dreams about fish. I decided that was like a sign. It had to have been like a sign from the heavens. I had like I think I mentioned this like a billion times before, but okay, I don't think it was Uber sheep. Because sake increases critical on what's it called? Critical if you eat food. There's like a small like sub thing. I think it's kind of like overlooked. At least I usually tend to forget about it at first. I always looked over that part. But like, the main thing about sake is if you don't take damage, your crit goes up. But it also increases if you eat food. Anyways, as I was saying, I keep having these like dreams. I call them pet dreams, but I think I mainly just call them. I started calling them fish dreams more recently. Because it's typically a dream where I'm like, oh my gosh, that's right. I have that room in my house where I have like a bunch of like fish tanks. Sometimes they're like insects, sometimes they're like millipedes, but usually they're fish. It's like, oh my god, I have all these like exotic animals in this like random like hidden a part of my house they just never go to. And it's like, oh yeah, that's right. I haven't fed them in like years. They just been there. I just forgot about them. Like, oh yeah, I should probably go like see how they're doing. And I go in, some are fine. They're all fine, but it's like their cages are dirty. I'm like, oh dang, I should probably like take care of them. And then like the rest of it is like me trying to like clean up the cages. I had one where it was like pretty recently, where it had like a different framing than the usual ones. Instead of just being like, oh, I have this room in my house I haven't gone to in a while, it was like, oh yeah, I haven't played Animal Crossing in a long time. And for some reason, Animal Crossing is like hyper realistic. Okay, we do not like Hollow. It's just too big of a risk. I don't need them. I don't need the was it money? I don't need the money. I have plenty of money. I think I said that last update. I said that before I started spending a bunch of money, but I think I'm fine on cash right now. I think we go for Uber Sheep again. So anyways, I was like, oh man, I haven't played Animal Crossing in forever. So I pick up like an animal. I think it was I don't know. I don't know if it was like actually just New Leaf or it was something else. But it was hyper realistic. It was just because, you know, it's a dream. It's gonna look like real life because that's how dreams work. And for some reason, I had this entire like huge like aquarium full of a bunch of like exotic. I could not even tell you what they were. Some of them were like fish that had like lamprey mouths, but like with no teeth. It was like really weird. Very, very strange fish. Very, very odd fish. And I had to like transfer them from one fish tank to a different fish tank. I couldn't tell you why I would have to do that. It doesn't seem very logical. Because, like, one, why would I have two fish tanks? And two, what's the necessity for moving one to another fish tank? Like, they were both fine. They were both like totally clean fish tanks. But first, it's like, no, I gotta move them. Let's just move them to this other tank. At some point, they were like, I don't know, somehow like automatic, because I just had like a hose. I was transferring water from one fish tank to the other one. And somehow like the fish were just getting sucked into the other fish tank and I was fine. I was like, yeah, that's normal. I should not be worried about fish being sucked through tubes into tanks. That's totally normal. But at some point I started just picking them up and just tossing them into the new tank. I got bored of that for some reason. There's a bunch of for some reasons in this story. And I guess that was enough to be like, man, I should fish. I got 3, what are they called? Like sword tails? I was told I could have the option to get like a male. And I was like, I don't know, man. Like, what do they gotta give birth? You know, like, what do they lay eggs? I don't know. It seems like it can complicate things, you know? How do you deal with like fish having kids? It's, you know, it's like it's a fairly decently sized fish tank, but you know, once you have like a bunch of them, you know, you start to get a question like, oh man, would I be like overfilling this thing? Like how many eggs do they lay? How many of them to survive? I also heard that they just eat their babies. So like, I don't know if I want that. I don't want infanticide happening in my room. You know, I don't think I want that. I feel like curse my room for the rest of eternity. So I got 3 females, 3 female fish. I would name them. They all look the same. So you know, they're kind of difficult. I think I'm dying. I think I might be not in a good position right now. Okay, food. What is cold? Oh yeah, cold turkey freezes things. Okay, this one's good. Okay, but this is all. I think we need to secure this right now. I think we just go for damage. This is just an insane damage build. This is big number, ooh, wow build. I do feel like the game is lagging a few times, which is odd. Like, with this game, you know, you feel like this game shouldn't be lagging. But I mean, I guess it's like, it's an indie game, you know, sometimes there's optimization issues. It's like, you know, you can't really get like concerned like, oh man, my crappy laptop is having trouble running this game. It's doing fine. It's just doing fine. And also, this laptop's, I shouldn't undersell this laptop. It's a pretty decent laptop. At least for my standards. I'm not playing. I'm not like a AAA gamer or anything. I won't even call myself a gamer. So I don't have like a PC, but I probably maybe I should have a PC. But I just like moving my computer places. I'm not even thinking about what I'm saying right now. It's easier to talk about stuff when I have like a mental script of like, oh, I can talk about this story. I went to a museum yesterday. For some reason, it doesn't feel like it was yesterday. Like it was longer ago, but it was yesterday. It's an art museum. Okay, I don't know what else to say about this. They had like it was a bunch of. I thought it was gonna be like I thought it was going to be a. How do I say this? Okay, it's not nightly milk. I forgot what's the crit damage up one. So we just go for this. I thought it was gonna be one of those art places, because there's like there's like multiple art museums in my state, and one of them is like one of the experimental art places. You know, they have a bunch of like avant-garde stuff. I really like artsy fartsy stuff. You know, a bunch of real like you know like really weird art, like banana taped to a wall kind of art. But I thought we're gonna go that place. I was kind of like, you know, at least their song might be fun. There might be something like, man, they thought that was art, you know, because I don't really buy into the whole, like, necessarily the whole. There's some of that stuff I like. A lot of it's just like, wow. I'm in the category of not necessarily liking that like the whole. But do we really? I'm not a big fan of the but do we really know what art is, like, group? So we go for this right now. The extra amount of damage is gonna be pretty useful in this case. Extra range, extra damage put. Yeah, this game's like 20 minutes, isn't it? We're not even like halfway done. I forgot how long this game is. And also, it's like it takes longer than 20 minutes, like in real lifetime. Was I saying? Oh yeah, I thought it was gonna be like one of those but it was more like an art museum. It was a different place. I don't know the names of these places, but it was like actual like art museum. They had like a bunch of historic stuff, actually from like thousands of years ago, which is crazy. Like, oh yeah, this thing is from like 800, like 1000 BC. And it's just like, oh yeah, it's just there. It's just sitting here. You know, we got this thing from like thousands of years ago. It looks like it's fine. All right. It doesn't really matter what we go for, I don't think. I say we prioritize the missile thing, which would be bomb and the butt plug. Does Coco have? Does Coco get? Okay, since this Asa Coco item, she must have like one of those like character skills that relates to the butt plug. She has like she is the wielder of the butt plug, and she gets like bonus skills from using the butt plug. That must be that judging by my knowledge of this game, that has to be how this works. No, we're not using that. We're not doing that. Does not increase damage. I do not want it. Empty. We only have one. We do need to start collabing so we can get the damage. Whoa. I think I most dodged that. I think I like hit a little bit. I got hit on like the tail end of something. Is boss supposed to show up like really soon? Did I really like get rid of it, or is it like just some other part of the map? We don't need super chat. That's just me. We're not worrying about money. We just want to complete the level. We don't want picky P-man either. Okay, let's go for the bomb. Have we even got a single anvil yet? I don't think we have. I don't know what to say now. What was I saying? Oh yeah, there was a bunch of really cool stuff. There was they had a lot of Chinese art, which is really cool. Me and some friends went there, and I had a friend who I got into reading Romance of the Three Kingdoms, and well, listening to the Three Kingdoms podcast, and we were talking about like, oh my gosh, is this like we found a bunch of stuff that was from the Han Dynasty. And it was like, oh my god, that's insane. This is stuff that was like from that time period, if not like older than the people in that story. Like when you like have like a perspective on that, I don't know. It's like crazy seeing that stuff. There was a lot of stuff that was a lot older than that too. Like as I said, like there was one thing that's from like 1000 BC, which is I don't know. That's an insane amount. That's an insane time frame. This is one of those situations where the American mind cannot comprehend things that are that old. Here it's like, you see something that's like, oh my god, it's from the 1920s. Whoa. Oh my god, 1800s. That's ancient. Whoa, that's crazy. 1800s, man. That's when the dinosaurs were around. You see something from like anything before, like even like any of those time periods, like the 1800s, 1700s. It's like dinosaur stuff. It's unfathomable. It's like that. Were humans around back then? Weren't we just like Homo erectus at that point? The time I knew more of like those type of species. The Nutcracker Man. I was learning about the Nutcracker Man in a college class. I thought that's a funny name. That guy he has got like an interesting jaw. I wanted to look up more about him, so I looked up like Nutcracker Man on Google. And one of the first articles was like, Nutcracker Man gave us all herpes. Like somehow thanks to the Nutcracker Man part of the human evolution, like somewhere around that point, that diversion or whatever is where humans got herpes. If I'm remembered correctly, it was a while ago. Getting rid of face mask, but we're gonna do this. Isn't it all level 7? I think it's all level 7. We are doing pretty well. We have a good step so far. The body pillow is pretty good for defense, and we have the food for healing. So we don't and we have an insane damage output just as a base value. And once we get the items set up, we're gonna have like even crazier crit levels. But once we increase our crit levels, pretty much every attack is gonna be purple, and we're gonna do like hundreds of damage per attack. We need that one again. We need that one item. All I know is it's related to Crony. Something that's like relates to that time when she but it's like the get well soon pill or something. Isn't like a reference to when she got jaw surgery? I'm pretty sure it was a reference when she got jaw surgery. I forgot what the exact details were, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Also, a friend came back from Japan. And he was like, he went to Japan for a while. He came back, and he brought back a bunch of he brought back a bunch of stuff. But one of the things he brought back was like Hololive like wafers, like wafer candies. I don't know how else to describe them, like wafer cakes. I don't know what the actual term is for. I think the term is for them. I think they're just called wafers. And they're pretty tasty. They also he also brought back One Piece ones, and it's the same thing. They're the exact same thing. But they just have different brands on them. They have different like franchise marketing. And the One Piece ones have like stickers in them, which is pretty cool. And the Hololive ones have cards, which I think are from like summer time because they all have like summer outfits on. And I got a what was it? Hololive Gen 0, like the entirety of Gen 0. A Kazuma Iroha card. Did I say Kazuma? I think it's I always forget if it's Kazuma or Kazuha. Whenever I'm trying to memorize it off the top of my head. I also got Amelia Watson. Wait, did I? Wait, I got Mume. My friend got Amelia Watson. I got Mume, Lamy, Iroha. It's just those three, and also Gen 1 of Myth. Gave that to a coworker. And the funny thing I noticed is on all the cards on the back of them they have like Q&As, like a little like cute, like a what's your like what is something you want to get better at, and like a bunch of questions, like a deep like, and they write their answers in. And one of the questions is like Asobite Horomen wa? So it's like which Hollow member do you want to play with or hang out with? In this case, I think they mean collab. So like, which Hololive member do you want to collab with? Like, would you like in a dream situation, who would you want to collab with? And Mume said Polka, like Polka Senpai, and Iroha said Laplace Darkness. And Lamy said, if I translated this correctly, if I read this correctly, it's probably was translated. There's some kanji I don't know, but if I read this correctly, was like, it has been so busy lately, I have not been able to collab. Let's collab. It's like, because at first I was looking at, I thought like, I don't know any Hololive members who have like this name. I realized she doesn't name anyone. She doesn't even say anyone. She just says like she answers the question like a politician, just like who do you want to collab? Yes, I do want to collab with someone. Like, what's that elf hiding? What's she hiding? She's got something going. There's a conspiracy here. There's a huge conspiracy. We got to get to the bottom of it. There was like a cute message on her card about like her fans. I forgot what it was exactly. I have it in a different room. I have to go grab it. But also, they brought back. My friend brought back VTuber potato chips. I say VTuber in a whole. These is like it's like indie JP VTuber potato chips. They just have a bunch of independent Japanese VTubers on the cover, and they all come with like cards based on each one of them. And I know he got one in Japan that had like Chumu Note, who's like an independent Japanese VTuber. Obviously, because that's, given what I've said so far, that should be inferred. And I got the potato chip bag and the card. I mean, the chips are like well expired, which the chips were never really the goal. It was mainly the card. I got Pua Pua Popuda, very funny name. But she's like from like Aogiri Daigaku, which I think is like a loose VTuber group at least. But she's I don't know, technically not an indie. I think that happened a while because the card, like the chips are like, I don't know if that happened like after the chips or before the chips or like what the timeline is there. But again, the chips are I actually, I don't know. I might just like open the bag, throw chips out, and keep the bag because it's kind of neat. I already have like an Agretsuko like potato chip bag. Okay, we do not want the injection type. We're just going to keep the bomb. I have like Agretsuko potato chips, and they were fine, like Himalayan pink sea salt. But yeah, these ones I shouldn't. Like. I'm pretty sure I would get sick if I ate them. If I ate the VTuber potato chips, I'm pretty sure I would get sick. I don't think that's safe. They don't have the same. I don't think there's preservatives over there they have in America. If it was American potato chips, I'd be like, yeah, this stuff isn't food. I don't think it's gonna expire. But if it's Japanese stuff, I mean, they have different regulations over there. I feel like it would actually like go bad. I mean, they're junk food. No matter where you go, it's still gonna be junk food. But I don't know. I think no matter what, I would not want to eat potato chips like that. But anyway, card's pretty neat. He brought back what was it? The Pecora plum wine, the Pecola, which is like Pecora cola. I don't think that's alcoholic, but and the Noel gin. I got to try the Pecora plum wine. Got the sake. This is huge. So long as they don't die, that should be great news. You can clear out this area. I need to use the thing eventually. I need to stop treating the I need to stop treating the special as like super sacred thing I have to save for the end of the level. Hopefully it'll recharge before the halfway boss shows up. Actually, maybe I should have waited. Maybe like I should have done it sooner. Actually, I think I just timed it entirely incorrectly. Anyways, my friends said that the Pecora plum wine tasted like cough medicine. I thought it was pretty good. It was like plum sake, kind of. You know, it's very fruity. I just kind of... It's not like... I don't know. I don't know how expensive it was. I didn't ask. But it was pretty... It was alright. I thought it was pretty good. I don't know if I'd get it if it didn't have if it didn't have Pecora on it, though. I think that's the stipulation I'd put out there. If it did not have Pecora on there, I'd still probably like it. But I wouldn't go out of my way to get it. You know, it's like, yeah, it's cool that it has Pecora on there, and that makes it more interesting. But if it didn't, I don't know. I think it's like if I tried it and it didn't have any marking on there, I don't know if I'd be like, oh my god, this is pretty good. I think I'd be like, it's all right. I guess that's still my reaction. It's all right. It was pretty good. Yeah. Okay. It would drop from it's pretty good to it's all right if it didn't have Pecora on there. So I don't know, was it like a C+ to a C? So not like a full letter grade. Speaking of plums, I got some like... I've been at like a dried fruit kick. Mainly because I wanted to try persimmons. And I couldn't find any, like, in stores. So I got some dried persimmons. I did eventually get some. They were... I don't know, it's hard to figure out when to get them, like, when they're ripe. So I don't know what they're supposed to look like, what they're supposed to feel like. Anyways, I got a bunch of dried persimmons. Oh my god. Like, the best food ever created. Ever. Dried persimmons are, like... Oh, they're, like, the best. They are, like, the best things ever created. Like, they're fantastic. I also got like dried apricots, dried strawberries, dried plums. But the dried persimmons, oh my god. There's something about them. It's magical. We do have the special. Go for sake. You are doing... Oh, okay, we got her. Oh, this is not a good time to be doing this. This is not a good time to be like, oh, like, because realistically, I might still be facing the boss right now. It seems unfair to be like, oh yeah, by the way, deal with this. Well, the thing's breathing fire at you. Yeah, just deal with this real quick. I can't complain too much. I did take care of it. I am just that good, but Okay, let's just go with Sake. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, we do not want the hat. We will take the bomb. Now we can finally get the collab item. And once we have the collab item, we will, our attack stats will go up thanks to our stamp. And we'll also just be dealing a lot more AoE damage with that. Okay, there's the golden, that is the golden anvil. Alright. Look at, I forgot what this is called. It's like Breathe In Asakoko or something like that. Yeah. Fire Breathe one is my favorite, but this one's also just really good. It's just attack everywhere. It doesn't, does it have the same critical as, I don't think it does. I don't think it has, maybe it does. Maybe all my attacks do the purple damage. I think they do. Everything is just insane damage output. So if you can get a lot of attacks out, which is why I want the was it Broken Dreams? Because that's like a lot of DPS. A lot of like attacks per second. And if all of the attacks have like insane damage multipliers, you can take everything out. It would just be, if you're on screen, you die. So let's go. Actually, I think we want to get rid of like this real quick. We want to get rid of some of these just so we can like narrow down the. We want to narrow down the skill pool as much as possible before we start really using the rerolls. Because if it's, you want it to have it like if it's all clogged up with junk, you're just gonna get junk every time you reroll, and you just waste all your rerolls. If you get rid of everything you don't want, then once you reroll, you have a much higher chance of getting stuff you do want. So there's also the possibility that sometimes it just doesn't work out that way and you get screwed over anyways. But I like to think that the strategy works. I like to think that the strategy works at least. In an ideal world, it makes sense, you know? I just go based on, if it makes sense to me, it's probably right, because I am a genius, and therefore, if it makes sense to me, it's probably correct. Though to be fair, I bought like lunch at like a wing place today. I just got picked up. One of the reasons I like this place, one, it's apparently the best wing place in my state, like bar none. And two, they have a bunch of like Marvel names for their like wings. Like I don't know if I want to say too much. There's a lot of their wings are named after Marvel characters, and I'm on a huge Marvel kick right now. Mainly the audiobooks, but but I go there. I order stuff. I go there, and you know, I get a text while I'm going there. It says like, in a few minutes, your food will be ready. The food's ready, but wait, the expired. It'll be done in a few minutes. Okay, so I'll get a text when it's ready. I head in, and okay, yeah, this is not what I want. And you know, I start standing. I'm just standing around. It's like, yeah, I haven't gotten the your food is ready text. I'm just standing there. And other people, you know, like they bag up stuff and they, you know, bring the bags like you know, they call it a name. And I'm like, okay, you know, it's not me, but I'm guessing once they call my name, I'll know I'm ready. I was there for like 12 minutes, just sitting there. It turned out that it was done like right away. I got it right away. But I was so hell bent on like I've assessed the situation and come to terms with the fact that once they call my name, I'll probably also receive text saying that the food is done. And no, I was waiting for a text that was not gonna arrive, and I was waiting for my name to be called, something that was already like in a like warming fridge. What the opposite of a refrigerator where it warms things up. Is there a name for that? Warmer? What would you call that? Who's in there? No, just the front wings were really good, so that makes up for it. So I think I could just say what they're called, I guess, because I want to. I'm like I usually when I go there I get the Ben Grimm one. Ben Grimm being the thing because it's like peanut curry, and I really like peanut curry. Um, I've also tried the Incredible Hulk one, which is like a green curry, unsurprisingly. And what was it? And I also this time I got the Iron Man wings and Black Widow wings. The Black Widow wings were like the better of the two. I still think I prefer the Ben Grimm ones, but the Black Widow one's like a close second as far as my overall favorites now. Also, in addition to like Marvel audiobooks, because I've been listening to a bunch of them like at work just constantly, like all day of like something. I'm listening to something. Odds are. And thankfully, there were some that were like 20-something hour long audiobooks. All of them featured the X-Men, but there's like what was it like Mutant Empire was all about the X-Men. Gamma Quest, which is X-Men and Avengers, and Time's Arrow, which is X-Men and Spider-Man. I'd say in terms of, like quality, I'd rank them as Mutant Empire being the best of the three, like by far. Gamma Quest being second place, and Time's Arrow being like third place. Like Mutant Empire was really good. Gamma Quest had some like really cool parts to it, but it was a bit, it was a bit more like disjointed. And Time's Arrow was just kind of like, I don't know, it like dragged down a bit. It kind of got repetitive at points. It had some points that I thought were pretty, like the second part of it was pretty good. I thought I had some pretty good points in there. But overall, I feel like it went on for too long. And that, took up a good amount of time. I'm glad it exists because it's like one credit for 3 books, which is crazy. Well, a lot of them are X-Men books. Well, I haven't. There's a bunch of Spider-Man stuff I haven't listened to. I listened to Kraven's Last Hunt, which was really good. But I haven't listened to a bunch of the others. This might be like blasphemy. I'm not a big Spider-Man fan. It's weird because I like arthropods, but I like superheroes. For some reason, I don't know. For some reason, Spider-Man never really like hugely appealed to me. Maybe it's because I don't like the Spider-Verse stuff. I don't know. Again, Kraven's Last Hunt is like really good, but for some reason Spider-Man just never really like. Oh, there we go. It is over for them. What a crit attack has gone up. Well, it will go up if my thing is charging, which means not currently because it's not charging right now. But now it is. Is it like lagging because there's just so much stuff going right now, or is it just my computer's being bad? 3% of my CPU is being used. I don't know if that's a lot. I said that like I knew what I was talking about. I do not. Give me a second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Gonna make sure to mute. So in addition to so I was saying, in addition to like audiobooks, which I've been listening to like a lot of, I've also been reading just like straight up books. Because they have like a whole bunch of, was it like Echo Knight line books that they released recently? Well, not really recently, it was like years ago. And I read the, was it Target Kree one? Which is like, it's part of like Marvel Christ Protocol, and I still have no idea what that is. I finished that like a year ago or something. It was all right. And then I read recently I read the like 2 of the Legends of Asgard books, that being The Head of Mimir and Rebels of Vanaheim, which both feature Heimdall. Those ones are really good. Like they're both those 2 being I guess the way order I set them in is like chronological order when they took place. And surprisingly, the first was really good. Some of the second was actually better. Because apparently the author is a bit of like the horror stuff. And the second one there's like Brogger in it. So I think they're a bit more in their element. They're not like they're the entire story, but when they are there, it's like really good. The rest of the story is also really good. And I read like a game book, which is like an advanced choose your own adventure. They have like 3 of them in the modern lineup. Like the one that I got was like a She-Hulk one. And there's also a Deadpool one and a Moon Knight one. And I read the She-Hulk ones I said before. I got one at the end and I played through that one. It's a lot more in-depth than you think it would be. Like the book doesn't seem that big, but it's like very there's a lot of like different routes and a lot of different endings. It's kind of crazy. That was pretty cool. And also I remember when I got it, I remembered this one time when a friend, it was like years ago, went to some type of like small like bookshop thing. Maybe like a pop-up thing at like a county fair or whatever. Or like some library was selling books, if I remember correctly. Or maybe it was that like a half-price books or something. And they found a book that was like a Wolverine one. It was like an old Wolverine Choose Your Own Adventure. But that one was like one of the more advanced ones where it was like, you know, you have like HP, you have a bunch of different stats, like dice rolls involved. There's like skill checks and all that. It's a lot more like Dungeons and Dragons kind of stuff. So I think that group also made like Dungeons and Dragons books. So I got I got one of those books, but it's a Captain America one. So I'm really looking forward to playing that. Part of me is wondering, like, could I do that on stream? Could I stream? But I feel like there's no way you can stream reading a book, right? Especially if it's Marvel. Though it's like, technically it's a game, you know? Technically it's a game. Technically, going through, like, one version of the game, you know, like, you're not, like someone else could have, like, different playthrough. What? But at the same point, like, but it's still a book, you know? Do the laws still apply of, like, oh yeah, you're playing through a book? You're just reading our book on stream, that's a no-go? Or is it like you're playing a game that we made on stream and that's a yes go? I actually have no idea. Okay, there we go. No, this is not Broken Dreams. This one's still good, but this is not Broken Dreams. I knew that when I chose this path. I just forgot somewhere along. Ugh. I need to actually drink the water I have here. I am hopefully now. I drank the entire thing of water. Oh, I said that like it's an accomplishment. Like, whoa, hey guys, I just drank a whole thing of water. Aren't I cool? I'm not. I am not well equipped for like these type of chatting streams. Again, I completely forgot how much downtime there is in this game. Somebody just thought, oh yeah, it's a game where you just sit down and you just play it. I forgot to talk on this. It's not just you're not getting like you don't have enough. The stuff that happens isn't like not like important enough to commentate on. This is very turn your brain out type of game. I think the other stuff, the other new stuff, might be more might require a bit more focus and it might be a bit more to talk about. But this part, I don't know what to say about this. Also, the attack went up because I got the other weapons. I don't know if it's necessarily doing much more. It feels like it's doing about the same amount of damage. Maybe it's because the GDOS pill isn't kicking for right now. Or is this one the one that increases damage output, or is that Hope Soda? It's one of those. If only I could get it. If only. There we go. This is good. Now this is good. I could increase the size of this stuff. That could be pretty good. What the hell is that? I think if I gotta get a better look at them, I'd be able to tell instantly. But right now, I have no idea what those are. Do I want knockback? I think we want the. I want a big. I like big attack. I don't know if it helps much. It's satisfying to see big attack. Oh, those sheep. Those were dogs. I was like, who of these guys have dog masks? I was like, I thought they have the Fuamoko mask. It's like, all right. I know VTuber of the year. I know, but like, you don't throw them into like the JP guys level. It just seems a bit weird. But, they get their own level. They got 2 gens. You don't need to throw a Holo IVN mascots in there. I would be so embarrassed if I lost. This would be like the worst point to lose in a level. Just this point onward, if it's like 10 minutes or less, it's like, yeah, I just had a bad build, just try again later. But if you lose like when you're like victories in sight, that's when it hurts. Like, oh, it might have been working. It was probably working what I was doing. I just screwed up. That's the hardest to accept, is when it's like, oh no, I just played wrong. I didn't have like a fundamentally bad build because I was able to get this far. I was like, no, I'm just not good at the game. That would hurt. And also it's like, oh, but then I'd have to go through all of this again just to get back to the point I was before. Okay, do we do spider? I don't think we do spider cooking because we have knockback, don't we? So no one's gonna be our area effect. So let's go for this. This does decrease our attack a bit by having another weapon. I think we can work with it for now. What else do I say? I'm running out of things to say. Well, I had 2 instances with DC Comics. I don't know if this is just like their like more recent way of formatting things. Like I got a Catwoman comic. Because usually if you buy a comic and it doesn't have a number, manga works the same way. Or if you don't have like a number on the spine, odds are it's a complete story. If it has like a 3 on there, it's like, okay, this is volume 3 of a series. And unless you have volumes 1 and 2, you're not going to buy volume 3. So usually you just look out for the number, and if it doesn't have the number, odds are it's a complete story. I had 2 instances. One where I bought a Catwoman comic, and I was like, oh, this doesn't have any numbers on it. I'm not moving increased damage of this weapon by 20% and reduce the time between all weapons. What? I think I would replace knockback with that, wouldn't I? Yeah, I'm taking damage. I'm taking damage. I had 2 instances. One was a Catwoman comic where I just saw it. I was like, oh, this just doesn't have any numbers on the spine. Clearly, this is a complete story. And then I got it, and I start reading it, and I opened up, like, page 1. It's like you open up the cover, and suddenly like, oh yeah, by the way, this is volume 3. Oh, huh? That's interesting. Why'd you hide that information from me? Why do you like withhold the information? This is like part 3 of a series until I actually open it up. Ideally I would have like looked in there, but sometimes you don't want spoilers on a comic. You just need to be like, oh, cool. I know how this system works. I understand that this is, if it doesn't have a number, it's probably not part of a not like volume something of a series. There's no number on the spine because we agreed on that. We've done that for years. And there was like a Wonder Woman comic I got. The same thing. Also a volume 3. Also a volume 3 of a series. On that one, it said in the back, to be fair, but on the Catwoman one, it did not say it anywhere. It just, you have to open up the comic and look at the first page and see, oh, this is volume 3. I think the Wonder Woman one I was able to read through. I was like, okay, I can understand the story. I can understand what's going on. This seems like a fairly contained portion of the story. The Catwoman one, it's like, oh, I'm missing. I have no idea what's going on. Like, I would have to have volumes 1 and 2 to volume. I cannot follow volume 3. Like volume 3 for the Wonder Woman one is like, oh yeah, we completed an arc. We're starting a new arc. It's like, okay, I can follow her on this. The Catwoman one again is just like, oh well, there's all these characters that she is working with, and I have no idea who any of them are. I tried to be like, okay, maybe I'll just go along. It's like, I don't know. I cannot follow this. They're talking about too much stuff. I have no idea what any of it is. That's one of the things I like about the audiobooks over the comics sometimes. Is there's some events where it feels like they do something where it's like, you know, they'll have like a big event in a comic. And they'll just have it spread over issues from like multiple characters' POVs. So you have to have like all these different issues. Sometimes they'll have like an omnibus, and then there's like some perspective left out of the omnibus. I feel like the audiobooks usually just include everything. You get like a better picture of what's going on. It's a lot easier. I have like a better understanding of like the Marvel timeline just going through all the audiobooks. Like I have so many comics. I have like insane amount, like not insane, a lot of comics. I feel like just going through the audiobooks allowed me to learn a lot more about like what the timeline is and how the world works than like reading all those comics. Well, the sad thing is they don't have any like DC audiobooks. I mean, they do, but they're like young adult novels, which sucks. I am not a big fan of young adult novels. Like, I mean, there's good young adult novels. Don't get me wrong, but those ones are not good. I just read the Wonder Woman one because I'm a pretty big fan of Wonder Woman. I like Wonder Woman. I was like, oh my gosh, a Wonder Woman audiobook's awesome. That's so cool. And I started listening to it, and the story was pretty good. Oh my gosh, it's an origin story again, which, you know, it's like, I don't like origin stories necessarily, because sometimes you just want to read a story about someone, like about a superhero, and you don't have to wait for them until at the end to be like, oh yeah, by the way, I am this person, you know? Like, you just want a story where it's like, okay, just give me a Wonder Woman story. Don't give me a story where it's like, only at the end does she realize she's Wonder Woman. Because the way I see it, there's no point in trying to redo the Wonder Woman origin story because we have Gods and Mortals. Like that, you're not going to top Gods and Mortals. Just don't try. You cannot top that comic. You're not going to top Gods and Mortals. Just don't. But for some reason they tried it. and they changed things, and it was like, but you know, it's fine, okay, fine, just tell me the story. And then it started getting to young adult novel stuff. It went downhill so fast. I have not been able to finish it. I have finished like every other audiobook, just not that one. I've tried to jump back into it so many times. It's just so bad. I cannot finish it. And sadly, all of the DC audiobooks are either related to movies or part of that young adult novel series, where it's like origin stories, but they make them like YA stuff. It's sad. So I have to imagine they're all just as bad as that one, if not worse. Just like I'd say almost like DC more than Marvel. So it's sad that there's nothing good. I know there's Marvel books because I read Catwoman Tiger Hunt, and that's a good book. I liked Catwoman Tiger Hunt. And then there's like, was it Last Days of Krypton? There's another DC book. It's a whole bunch of like Batman serials from like the 90s and 80s. There's a bunch of books out there, and they're probably novelizations of stories. There's like none of them that were made to audiobooks. While Marvel says like everything, they're so on the ball. I don't have any of the Aconite books as audiobooks yet, but I've just been reading those. Okay, I cannot collab the glow stick with the bucket, so I'm not gonna take that. At this point, I'd honestly say I might just not get any more items, because there's no way I can level something up to the point where I could get a collab. Even if I did, I would still end up with the amount of items I have currently. It's just not worth it. So I've not seen Hope Soda this entire game. I think next time I level up, I'm going to just use all of my rerolls until I get it. I'm probably going to use up all of them and not get it, but at least then I know I tried. I'm just waiting for the level up now. Okay, there we go. I wanted to say, no, watch me get on the first thing so I don't have to re-roll for it. But I thought I was going to jinx it. I did not say it. I predicted it mentally, but I didn't want to say it verbally because I thought it wouldn't happen. And there's a non-zero chance that if I hadn't said that, it would not have happened. We'll never know. Again, I'm also hesitant to use the special when we're so close to the boss showing up. I can hold it. I can hold the stream. Oh, we finally get one of these, huh? Like at the end of the game, we finally see our first one of these. That's nice. Size plus 15%. We don't have good size. They got rid of the size for the no moving thing, which is honestly kind of a waste because you can't not move in these like later stages. There's some characters who could work well with that. But like there's really good built-in defense. I don't think Bae is one of them. She has pretty low HP if I remember correctly. Maybe Bibu is. I know like Anya has like was it the sleeping skill which gives her stuff. It like slows down all the enemies if you're not moving. So I guess that would work well on her. So they already did a no moving thing. I think it was the Anya. I remember that because I wanted to get limiter removal, or limiter. I guess it's just called limiter, which is odd. I think it'd be limiter removal. Than the way it works, where it increases the gravitational thing you have, the item pull distance, which would have been really good on a run where you're not moving at all. But I never got that the entire game. I think maybe I did get it at the very end. I don't think I got it. I'm pretty sure I didn't get it. The entire time was just me, like, being pissed that I didn't get it. Wait, wasn't that... I think I called that... I think this one was called, like, the Couch Potato Challenge, if I remember correctly. Right? It's happening... I was gonna say 3 more seconds, but again, this is not real life time. That is... Okay, that's good. For some reason, I'm like thrown off by the fact that her projectiles are blue. All the other projectiles are red. Doesn't feel right. I feel like blue is like the me color. All like the good stuff that all the good like Okay, sorry, I'm locked in. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what she's doing, but I'm scared. Where's my body pillow? Where's my defense? Yeah, that's probably an instant goal. Why am I not moving properly? I was not moving where I wanted to. Okay, well, first try. First try. Owl Dagger, a very fast dagger that slashes continuous in front. Just one thing? Let's go to the Hollow House. There's still only the main entrance, which I guess is fair. Oh yeah, everyone's starving to death. Is that music new? Whenever I play this game, I usually, it's been a while since I played it, obviously, but I usually just, like, run the audio, because I remember when I started playing this game, when I downloaded the new update, it kept my settings, oddly enough. I thought that was pretty interesting. It kept my setting where the audio was at 0. At first I thought the audio was broken, but I just always had the audio very low because I like to like play the game while listening to ASMR. At least I did when I played it. Okay, they're all full now. I keep thinking shift will let me run, but there's no running in this game. Mel. Oh, Mel. Oh, Mel. Fireplace. It's like baby Kyla? Craft axes. Already owned. Prism? What do you mean prism? I'm not gonna talk to you though. Okay, I just... Deck X4. Okay, that's how it's supposed to go. I got one more stick than I would have gotten otherwise. Congratulations. Why are we doing this? Lead. Should I be concerned about that? Lead. What about cadmium? Are we getting cadmium next? Or is this lead? God, I'm so slow. I don't know how much of this is my game lagging and how much of this is just... I'm just very slow. There's Luna. Who's that in the... Oh, she just left. Thought I found a secret. You know, it used to be a neighborhood. And they were gambling in. Do I enter? Enter X? No. Z? It's Z. Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it. Oh, it's Pecora's mother. How do you think she feels about this? I feel pretty weird about this, wouldn't you? Prizes. It's like, oh, I guess it's fine if she's making bank, you know what I mean? Where did you get the skull from? That's not a human skull, is it? Oh, the beetle. Oh, the beetle. Don't let this distract from the fact that Pecora bought a fucking monkey. Foob? She Foob? Fubuki lost all her chips, ran home crying. Oh, I don't think I'm good at this. I don't think I'm good at any of this. There's a reason why I'm gambling. Math quiz. Gura Nor... Wait, I think I understand the implication here. 3, 2... Oh god, I don't think I like this. 8 times 2, that is 16. 16. What? Oh. 17 minus 3, so 7, 4. 14? Nine, 18. 15 plus 9, 5, 24. Get out of my way, 7. Get out of the way, 7. 5 times 3, 15. I'm actually kind of... I don't think I could be able to survive on expert. It's 9. That's 24, right? 20 divided by 5, 4. Uh, 21. 21? Someone got red 21 in there? Thank God they don't got that in there. 21. 2. Game end. What do I get? 200? Okay, wow. Fantastic. Crony, what are you doing here? She looks like she'd do paper. So let's do scissors. I'm so good at this. She looks like she's probably gonna do like rock, so I'm gonna do paper. Can I leave? Am I stuck here forever? scissors. Can I leave? How do I leave? How do I leave? No, how do I leave though? How do I get out of here? Oh, it's just best out of 3. I can't leave until the game's over. Is she gonna like run away crying or? Dang. Yeah, the rock paper scissors is pretty fun. Oh, that's why Amelia left. Oh, truth comes out, doesn't it? That's how it is, isn't it? What's going on over here? Racing? What do you mean racing? What do you mean racing? For Choco Mate? Do not. Okay, let's play as a Rose Tie. Oh god, what does this mean? Why did you stop? So I just wasn't supposed to do anything? Did I just like lose on purpose? I think I just lost on purpose. For funsies, I just lost. Fight pit. Sure. Are they also weak? These are like high level. You get in there. Kill him. Kill. Get item. Kill the pioneer. Why is the pioneer so strong? What? Why? Why? I've attacked them so many times and they've taken like no damage. Rigged. This feels rigged. How am I so like weak? This was a beginner, right? Why is the pioneer so strong? Why is it so strong? What? They like didn't lose any health. What? That's always fun when it's like, oh yeah, it's like a game, and then there's an enemy who can't die, and whoever loses first loses. Oh, and they can't lose, by the way. The enemy can't lose. Have fun. I heard there's a Jump King game. Where's that? Oh, where's that? Show me that. Show me that. Because I don't know how to play poker. It's not here. Oh my god, this would be such a long walk. Oh, this is going to be such a long walk. There's nothing over here, right? This is just like wood. It's like a something indicating there might be something here eventually. Why am I so slow? Aki, just pick the pace. Come on, we got all day. Giddy on, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Ever since I saw that one tweet where it's like, this sounds like what a homophobic gym teacher would say, I've never been able to think of that line the same way again. Also, the Skibbity version. Gritty on, Sigma horse, stretch out your meat. Gritty around the ops. New surgeries tomorrow and I feel skibbity. Like a skibbity gyat. How do I jump? Was it X or... I've never been Jump King. You can tell because I've never streamed it. And Jump King is a game where if... Like, there's no reason to play Jump King if you're not streaming. That's the way I see it. Why didn't I move? I've never played this game. So this is something where it's like... Okay. Okay, it's like Ricochet type thing. Okay, I'm understanding. It's more of a puzzle thing than just platforming. Get up. Get up. She's dead. She's actually dead. Never mind. It feels wrong to subject Aki to this. And again, that'd be like, once you get into that, then it's okay, well, who should I torture? Gets into that, then you're saying like, okay, but whoever I choose at that point, then you're saying, okay, but this person I'd be fine with torturing. You know, once you open up the theoretical thing to that, I mean, it's a can of worms. If I... Maybe it's less power. Further this way, less power. How am I doing this wrong? Okay, that works. I'm understanding. I swear to God, I was... There we go. Oh my God, I love so much when I try to go a direction and I just jump up and I gotta wait. I gotta wait for her to jump all the way down. Oh, it makes me so happy when I don't really know what I'm doing wrong here. Oh, that's so good. Oh my God, I'm so happy about that. Oh my God, let's do it again. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing it. Yeah, let's keep doing that. Because that's not working. That's not working either. I got really lucky there, but that's not the way to do it. Oh my god. Oh, let's keep doing that forever. Let's keep doing this forever. It's so fun. Better. And she's so slow. Yeah, this is great. Oh my god, I love this. So what's the strategy for this jump? I guess it's like, can I drop down here, or is it like, okay. Yeah. I can't be angry about that. I cannot be angry about that. Okay. Fair enough. So was I too far that time? Sometimes it works. Oh yeah, that's the best. That's the Oh my god, I love that. Okay, now it's not working for me. I think it's like slightly below full, but not quite full. That's where you want to land it. That's the gamer strategy right there. So how do I get in here? I don't think I can get up there unless I can like boom boom. That seems like a stretch. It's not impossible, I don't think. Oh wait, hold on, hold on. Okay, so that's a safe zone. I can work with this. Okay, I can work with this. As foretold, I can work. This jump. Just this jump. It's only 3%. Jump King Devs would. Is Jump King a free game or you have to pay for it? I don't even want to be over here. I want to be over there so I can like jump off the wall and then jump up there and then hopefully get up there and then do something. I think this is bait. I don't even think you can get over here. I can try, but I don't think that's possible. Yeah, that's not possible. I'm like 90% sure that's bait. So just wait, what? That's that's fine with me actually. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with this occurrence. Okay. All right. Understood. Thine terms are understandable. I gotta go to the bathroom again. I swear to God, I paused for like a split second. I saw the mute button like actually like go off because it's like a red button. Once it's like muted, it like flashes on and off the red glow. It turned off and then it just went back on and it stayed back on even though I pressed the button. All right. Whoa. What? My foot hit my controller. My foot hit my controller. Are you kidding me? What? 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 My foot hit the because I have like the second controller on the ground. My foot hit it and input the controls to knock me off of there. I don't even know what to say about that. That was actually like I actually got robbed. I I I was there. I was right there. Since that. Oh, this. I love that. I've never seen people play Jump King have an issue where it's like, oh no, I keep jumping up straight when I want to do something. I'm just sitting here jumping up and down like a down. That doesn't happen. You never that happen with people. It's like an intrinsic thing. Whenever someone plays this game, they never have that issue. I've never seen anyone have this issue. That's what makes it more frustrating. If it's something you know everyone's having a problem with, then it's like, oh yeah, that's fine. But if it's something it's like, oh, I've never seen anyone have this problem. This is just me. Everyone else figured this out. Everyone else knows this inherently how to do this part. Not me somehow. I'll be like jumping up and down in a corner. It's never gonna happen again. Yeah, there's no way to get there from there. There's no way that's ever happening again. That was like a weird fluke. And then another even weirder fluke happened to screw me over. I'm never gonna get over that. I'm like baffled. I'm in the part of like grief where it's just like denial. I haven't even reached anger yet. I'm still stuck on denial. I don't even know what bargaining's gonna look like. I'm doing the Kubrick stare right now. I'm glad I've never seen anyone play this, because I don't want to know how long people typically stay on this part. I like to imagine that this part is like, oh man, everyone stays here for like an hour, and it's not like something where everyone just breezes past this. Like, okay, there's the easy tutorial level. Okay, that's done. Oh my god. Oh my. No, jump. I hate you. Oh my god, it happened again. Now we can jump. I don't even know. I wasn't even paying attention. I feel like I should be upset about something. I was like too zoned out to really care at that point. Gaming is not currently happening.
Gaming.
This is the opposite of gaming. This would be. I was gonna try to say gaming spelled backwards, but I don't know. I feel like that would sound like too much like something else. I don't know what it would sound like. I feel like it sounds like something bad. Not making any sense. I'm already like, my brain's already melting. I had the worst experience.
Gaming.
Something like that. I was at this part. I got up here, somehow ended up over here. I went to the bathroom. I came back, and I have a second controller on the ground in front of my feet. And when I sat down, my foot touched the controller, and I jumped down, like left, and I had to I don't know how to even categorize that level of misplay of secondary controller that I actually moved with my feet that caused that specifically input this precise inputs needed to make me leave the special area.
On the floor laughing.
Yeah, that. I just had to. I don't know. I didn't unplug it. I actually still have it unplugged, but. Okay, now. Okay, that's fine. This works. This is not working. This is, never mind, this is not working. Okay. Well, where do I go from here? The question is, like, go to this side? That's not it. Oh, that's not the goal. Yeah, this is gonna be it's gonna be just this stream. Oh, never mind. I think that happened last time. I'm already losing. I'm already like forgetting what's happened just a few minutes ago. At some point, I think I might have been in that other play. I don't think I think I missed that jump for too. I don't know. I'm really forgetting if I made it that jump before or not. Okay. All right. Okay. I've definitely never been here before. I feel like I would have remembered this. Oh, good heavens!
Pickle bird.
I get that a lot. So this is 9% of the way through this whole thing. Oh yeah. You know, this would be a hard jump if I actually just jumped properly and actually like, instead of just jumping straight up, like angled it, like that.
Do you know JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
Yes, I have. Um, I've watched the anime up till what was it, like Stone Ocean, and then I read the manga up until Steel Ball Run. I haven't read JoJo Loin yet. So okay, this isn't even anything. This is just. I thought this was like a save zone. No, this is just a show. Funny thing is, I remember when was it the newest series is called like JoJo Lands. I
I've
don't know.
watched all of it and stopped at Stone Ocean.
Mm. All I heard about the newest like manga is like at first everyone was saying like, oh my god, this new guy, this new like main character's crazy. He's like,
Well, except for Stone Ocean, I mean.
I don't know about the anime, but I know the manga's good. The manga's like it's not as good as the other ones, but the ending's good. I heard the ending for the anime kind of like down in some of the animation. And they said like some fan animation was like a lot better than what they ended up doing for the actual anime. Stone Ocean's weird, but like the newer series, there's a whole bunch of I just saw a whole bunch of people talk about the new character is so crazy, and then like everyone's so hyped about it, and then just like one post where someone said, "Oh, this is just thus spoke Rohan Kashibe again," and then nothing. Just all this like hype about it, and then one post saying, "God damn it, Araki just wrote a Rohan Kashibe story again," and then just radio silence. It was like there's like one character in Stone Ocean.
All I know about JoJo Lands is the main person's stand, and two characters.
Mm, like there's this one character in what was it Stone Ocean? I forgot his name. He's like the guy with the diver stand. who it's like weather control, I think. Which oddly enough, I don't think has anything to do with the weather. No, no, that's a guy who does control the weather. He's called weather control. I forgot what the other guy is called, like Murky Divers or something. And when he first showed up, he was a woman. Like in the first panel he showed up, it was like at the end of a chapter or something. He's like a girl. And then for the rest of the comic, he's a guy. Also, there was like some plot points about how he likes taking stuff apart and putting it back together. They bring that up when they first introduce him. He's like, well, first they introduce him he's a girl, and then they introduce him and he's a guy, and they're like, oh yeah, he's in prison because
When
he takes stuff
showed
apart.
Up, I thought he was Diavolo.
And he likes to, yeah, we have the same like fishnets everywhere. It's like he likes to take stuff apart and put them together. It's like, oh my gosh, I wonder when that's gonna show up again. And then it didn't. And then it just didn't. Like they made it sound like, oh my god, this is a very important character trait. This is like it's like obsessive compulsive thing that he's in prison because he can't stop doing it. And then he stopped doing it. Also the like the stuff the villain did was like really convoluted. It was like in a cool way, but also in like a how did anyone figure this out kind of way. Like I like it when stuff that's like magic related is a bit like esoteric. But at some point it's like, okay, theoretically someone had to work this all out. Someone had to like work this entire spell out. I don't see how they could have possibly done that when it's like so convoluted that there's no way anyone could have like come up with this as a plan. But then again, JoJo's full of stuff like that where it's like there's no way you planned for all that. Like I knew that you'd be standing at this angle at this point in the fight. If I threw this thing this angle, you'd have dodged it this way, and thus this thing would have hit you in this way, and you would have predicted this would happen. You know, like when a character is like so smart that they just become a wizard. Okay. I don't even. Well, you can just wait. Place checkpoint. Wait, I could. What do you mean I could have placed a checkpoint? That's the thing I could have done. When I was all the way up there, I could have placed a checkpoint. I could have just put a checkpoint down. I feel like the way I feel right now would be like if someone were to have gone their entire life using forks, like using a knife.
I feel like Poggies didn't really like his stand considering he just made new stands.
Yeah, it's like you just kept changing, where it's like, oh yeah, I turn people into candles. Oh wait, no, actually I do this. No, actually I do this. Wasn't it because like he like stole other parts of other people's stands and then he just kind of dropped that and then had like a whole bunch of other stages? It's been a while since I read that. Wait, I forgot to place the thing. I gave this whole speech about, oh man, that's gonna be so useful, and I just don't use it.
Made in Heaven was kinda overpowered.
I thought there was I don't know if this was in the anime, but there's that one part in the manga where like time is speeding up, and there's this weird throwaway line about where it's like it takes place in like there's like they just cut to like a manga like company, and it's like, oh my gosh, time has moved so fast, none of us can meet our manga deadlines because you know days are passing in the span of minutes. Like, oh damn, I missed the deadline, which is already insane because you think that they wouldn't be worrying about like comic deadlines in a situation like that. But then it's like, no, sir, there's one person who's able to meet their deadlines. It's like, what? Rohan Kishibe. And then that's it. It's a random thing. Oh yeah, by the way, Rohan Kishibe is really cool and able to make his manga really fast and able to meet impossible deadlines. Which is funny because I heard that that Araki left isn't that like he left Shonen Jump because they had crazy deadline requirements. I think it was like, I don't know if he left around that time in Stone Ocean or if like, I think it was like a theory that part oh, it costs money to place a checkpoint. That whole thing about increasing time until everything falls apart was like a reference to how awful Shonen Jump's like deadlines were. Where it's like, oh yeah, you have to like an entire like comic chapter, not only like written storyboard, you have to have the entire thing just done in like a week or something. And a lot, I think it was like Bleach, specifically had like a huge like the art quality like a huge drop. Not because like the artist was lazy, but just because like he started off and had like, oh, here's gonna be the quality of like chapters I put out, and then once he got like he found out what the deadlines were, it's like, yeah, I cannot make art of that caliber in that time span. So like by necessity it had to like get simplified. I think it was like less of something where it's like it was like overpowered, but less in the way of like, I don't think it was ever really intended to be like a combat stand, and more so just like a I want to reset the universe kind of thing. It's also one of those things where it's like I almost don't understand how it would be used in combat, where it's like, oh yeah, you want to like, what's like a good example of someone tries to kind of like emperor like whole horses stand. It's like, oh, you want, I don't even remember what that does. Isn't it like, what does whole horses stand even do again? Handgun over bullets, which he maintains a control of a fine. So he just like has like some level of control over his guns, and he can like have like some level of homing, which is pretty strong,
All horses stand is just gun, but the bullets move on their own.
Yeah, that's strong. I want to say it's like at first I was thinking like, oh, that one, because like isn't Manhattan Transfer then weaker? That's the one where it's like it has a little thing floating above him, and like he just shoots at it, and then it like redirects the bullet. It almost seems like it's weaker.
Remember to checkpoint.
I found out that apparently I have to pay money to checkpoint. So I would have not used at that point. But I don't have any money now. I think each coin is like 30 or something. Like 20 or maybe, I don't know. It's wait, wait. Okay, we're just gonna save and quit. Like, imagine someone just comes into a fight with like Emperor. It's like, aha, I can control the bullets. Or even funnier, like someone comes with like Kunumu, or however you pronounce it. I know the Japanese like Kunumu, like the, was it Oingo? Oingo. Yeah, it's like Oingo comes in with his ability to like change his face, like, oh, I'm gonna beat your ass, and then just reset the universe. It's like, did you win? Did you lose? Like, how's that kind of fight when like you both got like replaced with like alternate dimension versions of yourself, and the timeline got reset somehow? must be like if you're like playing a game, like a board game with someone, and they just like just flip the game board over. It's like I don't know. That doesn't necessarily mean you won. It just means that we can't play the game now. He's full. Everyone else is good. I think I want to change characters. I don't like how they removed the random option. The random option before was pretty neat. Nah, let's go with Yopi. Wait. Oh, I can just go here. Okay, that makes things a lot easier actually. So if I were to head back over there at my snail's pace, would I just start off at the checkpoint? And does the checkpoint just stay there? Or that has to be how it works. As long as the checkpoint is meaningless. I'm assuming it just stays there. It's not like it would be too mean. It would be too cruel for it to be one-time use. Then again, it's supposed to be based on Jump King, so by nature it's going to be cruel and unusual. I thought that was a sign. It's just a random fence. But wait. It's not even where the checkpoint was. This is where I was. Wait, is this? Did I get dropped further down? Oh, this is where I was. This is about where I was. Is it? No, this is like... I got set back. I got set back somehow. I didn't even go to my checkpoint. That's interesting. That's out of all the options I was expecting, being sent back to a point that is not quite the beginning, but not quite where your checkpoint is not what I was expecting would have happened. Some random spot in the map. Part which I had the most trouble getting through. It was like 4% done before, at least. And now I'm like, okay. Okay, this is, yeah, this is, an interesting development. I could come into this thing expecting mean, expecting cruel and unusual, not like esoteric and incomprehensible. Yeah, that's good. I would say if I could figure out how to do that consistently, I'd be happy. But ideally, I would not need to figure out how to do that because if I have to figure out how to do that consistently, that means I'm like stuck here forever. Like I'd have to be here for a long time in order to justify learning how to just do that on a consistent basis. But I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Golden experience was kinda just shining diamond except it could heal itself.
Yeah. For a second, I thought like Golden Experience. Like I immediately thought Requiem. They also had like a bunch of other weird stuff, like there's a bunch of stuff that Golden Experience had that was just like forgot. Because I mean, like the thing that like Golden Experience had at the start, where it's like, oh, if he punches you, uh, you'll feel like you're moving really fast, but in reality you're moving really slow, and then like you get your ass kicked because you're moving so slow because you're so full of life that your body can't handle it, and then that just never came up again. Though the ability of like him turning items into animals and then back into items was like pretty consistent. It was kind of wild how like that stand made it so that it facilitated it made it possible for characters like for the situations to be a lot more violent, I feel. Because in that case you can have a character get like their arm ripped off and it's like, oh yeah, you can get it replaced, but still you have a bunch of like more crazy stuff happening where it's like, oh yeah, he got like his like all his fingers like I only remember like arms and stuff being removed, but there was a lot of stuff like that. Because in other series it would have been like, for example, like Stardust Crusade, if you get like your arm ripped off, it's like, okay, your arm's gone. You can't you can't just do that because otherwise there's a lot more consequences. So I don't feel like it was done in a way that made it feel like convoluted. I feel like it was done in a way where it's like it just made it feel like it was higher stakes. Oh god, why did they have to send me back here? I still don't understand why. I don't understand how you would program this to send not it did not send me back to my previous location where I left off. It did not send me back to where I put the checkpoint. It sent me back to a different location. It's almost like they went on not like where did you put the checkpoint or where were you when you left off, but like which spot did you spend the most time at, and then set you back there. Like here's the part where you had the most
You
trouble.
read
We're
Steel Ball Run, right?
Yeah, yeah, I read that. I thought was it like it was like reading. I remember like I felt like Johnny was kind of whiny.
I know most things from it, but I didn't read it.
That one's like real good. I'd recommend like they have like those like JoJo Color Adventure or something where it's like the entire thing is just in full color.
Taught one stand that just numbs the left side was kinda weird.
That I don't know. It's been like a long time since I read Steel All Run. Remember like the basics, but there's a lot of like plot point I don't remember. Like, I mainly remember Hey Ya. And the fact that Dio just turns himself into a dinosaur and that's his ability. Yeah, I was nowhere near my checkpoint. I don't see what the point of this is then.
Hey ya, is just motivation.
Yeah, it was like it's pretty funny. There's it's like iffy on whether or not it actually does anything besides just cheer you up. Because it's like implied that it's supposed to be like, oh, it's supposed to like guarantee success, but there's not really any reason to believe it does more than just give you pep talks and make you feel better about yourself. Also, the idea of oh, by the way, Jesus just happened to be in America is pretty crazy. Though, funnily enough, there's a crazier like thing that's like an actual belief system in Japan.
Giro
I don't
was
know if it's like
probably my favorite character from it, sad that he died.
yeah, like an actual belief system. I don't know if it's like still a thing or if it like got like phased out, but there were people who believed that um that Jesus was never crucified and that his identical twin brother got crucified in his stead. And in reality, Jesus went to Japan somehow. Okay, I removed my hand from the keyboard and it kept moving. That Jesus like beelined to like he sent his like brother who no one ever knew existed up until that point to get crucified in his stead so he could like screw off and go to Japan and start a family. And Jesus actually just died in Japan. And they have like a tomb in Japan they claim is like the actual tomb of Jesus. It's 1/10 of a checkpoint. Even though I still don't know what checkpoints do. So I don't even know how valuable they are. Because it did do anything last time. You'd think if it requires that much money, it would work. I don't think it can't be. No, it's character specific. Part of me wonders like, oh, well, maybe it's like if you change characters, then it doesn't go to the exact check. But that doesn't make any sense. I think even like the actual jump king is like if you leave a spot, you just start where you left off, right? Again, just kept moving. I remember one thing I thought was really annoying about the anime was the weird censorship. Which is like you think if it's like JoJo, you know, if it's an anime like that, they'd be like, well, yeah, we know our audience, we don't need to like censor dumb stuff. But then it's like, oh no, this character is smoking. Put like a random like black blob in front of their mouth so you can't see the fact that they're smoking something. Or like, oh, this like was like there's this one part in like Stardust Crusaders where this like the villain's like tongue gets like split open, and he's like Stan was like a beetle. It was supposed to be his tongue was supposed to be like cut up in a way where it looks like a beetle's jaws. There's like a visual gag there, but then the the dubbed, anime, they just censored the whole thing, so you weren't able to see the gag. You weren't able to see like the visual thing they did there, because they were like, no, we can't show that. It was like, you're not for kids. Like, calm down. I think this is the smoking is weird, where it's like we can't show them smoking. It's like, yeah, you can. You absolutely can. Oh, this is happening. Okay, this part's tricky. This is just, I swear to God, she just keeps running at that specific spot. Okay. Okay. Hold on. 10 more coins.
Tusk Act 4 was kinda weird with his infinite rotation being able to send people to a pocket dimension.
It was cool. I think it was one of those things where it's like in like when you actually think about it, it's like that's kind of weird, but I think that when it happened, the payoff was so good that you're too much in like you're too caught up in the hell yeah energy of the moment to really care about whether or not it makes any sense. I did think it was weird that it was like, I think there was like I forgot, there was something that president did that like, wasn't he like creepy with that one, he did something with that one lady that was like unforgivable. But other than that, like his goal was pretty much, wasn't it just like, I want to bring prosperity to America, and if I have the body of Jesus, we'll have like a million years of prosperity. And then Johnny's idea was just, I just want to walk again. So one was like centuries of prosperity that I bring to the country, and the other was just like, but I want to walk again. Like I remember there's like stuff that he did that made him like evil. I think it was like, it's one of those things where like the implication is he's like one of those villains where they say they're gonna do good things, and then but when they get the power they immediately become selfish. I don't know what's up with that small part of the map, but for some reason at this like small section here, she keeps walking even after you stop
I
inputting
remember
anything.
one time Johnny used spin to stand.
Vaguely remember that? It's been years. Remember, like I vaguely remember that one fight where that one guy had he had like a pocket watch, and he was like, "Oh my god, oh my god." He wasn't like that. He was like, "Oh man, I want to die, but no one's been able to give me a truly honorable death because my stand is too strong, and no one can fight me. No one can defeat me in battle. Because
I
I just
think,
kill them all too
I'm
quickly."
not sure if it was real cause I never read Steel Ball Run as I said, I only know
Hmm.
parts of it from YouTube.
Forgot like why wasn't he like forgot why he ended up losing his ability to walk. Wasn't it like he did something like really bad and got like he did something like I think it's like he did something really bad to someone and then they like like there was like some retaliation, they broke his legs or something. It was kind of like a karmic justice against him because he was like an asshole. And I think there was a rat involved somehow. I remember there being a rat involved. Don't remember exactly how, but there was a rat involved somewhere.
I think he just cut some guy in line and got shot in the spine.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that you know what? That doesn't seem very justified. No, that I remember that. I think I'd rather be gambling right now. Don't want to. What are the settings? Okay, those are regular settings. Okay, now it knows where I am.
It was kinda weird how he got his stand from the one arm instead of the red skull or a stand arrow.
Skull. I'm like too like Marvel brained right now. When I hear Red Skull, I think of the Nazi guy. So I know the arrow. I don't remember the Red Skull.
I think it was called the red skull. The sun thing.
The sun thing. Is that like Mojo Loins? Because that's technically like a different universe or timeline or something. Next card. Well, it's a Jink, so it's gonna be lower. I got 10. It's a 9, so odds are it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. It's gonna be lower. I got 20. Okay, now I can bet like 20. Oh, higher. Okay. 4. Higher. Okay, I'm getting really lucky so far. 6. Lower. No. No. Why do you keep giving me 4? What's with you and 4? It's gotta be higher. Assuming it means 1 in this case. Queen. Lower. Queen never high. Queen never cry. Okay. We cash out now. Confirm. 3. It's gonna be higher. There we go. Next round. Stop giving me 4. I swear to God. You barely won. God, oh my God. It's gonna be higher. No way. There's no way. There's no way. There is no way. 8. It's gonna be lower. Okay, good. 2. It's gonna be higher. It's gonna be lower. Okay. We're gonna keep going. We never cried. Okay. What's next? Math game?
4 is such an unlucky number. If you know,
Yeah.
you know, mister.
This sounds like death. One's 19. 8. Get out of the way. That's 10. We'll do the higher level math, but I can't afford it. Wait. Oh, 12 divided, I thought it was 12 divided by 2. I was looking for 6. One. Uh, 3. 1. If you'd let me hit them, then maybe this wouldn't be that difficult. There we go. That is 6. $72 divided by 8. So 40 is 5. It's not 6. 9? Oh, it's 9. It's 9. I don't know. I'm overthinking it. Uh, 23. Oh god. Oh god. Why are you doing this? There. Perfect. Pay out 200. 240. I don't think this in any way adds up to anything you get in the jump area, though. It'd be pretty wild if you could just collect 100 stuff here and then just get a bunch of checkpoints. First win. I guess. Scissors. Scissors. There's no way. Rock. Okay, they're gonna do. We're expecting them to do rocking, and they're gonna do paper, so I'm gonna get scissors. So now they're expecting scissors again, so I'm gonna do rock. There's no way! 203. Like everything. They're gonna expect paper again. They're gonna do scissors, I'm gonna do rock. Okay, so now they're expecting... I'm gonna do scissors. Now they're expecting me to do scissors again. I'm gonna do paper. I'm gonna do rock. Okay, there we go. How much do I win? I won less than I lost. Some still. High roller. 30. Oh god. Oh, it's yellow. It's gonna be higher. There's no way! It's gonna be higher. Okay. 4.
I love gambling. Slot machine, slot machine, slot machine.
No, a slot machine. They do have a slot machine. I don't know if it actually works, but they have slot machines. I'm assuming that you can do stuff with them. You can. Stop. Oh god. Dang it. I got some chips. Chips were lost forever. Okay, I'm guessing the slots are... I don't know how the kicking works. 5. It's gonna be higher. Next round.
Just show me some mercy.
Next round. 10. It's gonna be lower.
What are the odds?
It's gonna be lower. Okay, barely lower. 9. It's gonna be lower.
What? How?
It's gonna be lower. Okay, we're starting to make sense again. It's gotta be lower. Okay. 8, lower. We're gonna pay out on this. Let's do 10. Queen, Queen ever price can be lower. 10, lower. Okay. Does it just purposely act evil if you go with a higher bet? It's gonna be higher. Or
Up with the 4!
higher. Okay. 7.
Zeppeli, which is the first one, S death was sad.
Oh yeah, the one from part 1. Yeah. It's just not good being Zeppeli. It's just not good. Somehow this is even worse than 4. Stay higher. Okay, that was actually just 50-50 entirely luck. Okay, Queen, it's gonna be lower. So you make our money back. 2, it's gotta be higher. It's gonna be lower. Okay. No. Lower. We're just gonna slowly make a bunch of money. Well, I'm kind of hesitant. Okay, we could do slot machines. It just costs 10. So it's like low cost, low like high reward, low cost, low chance. Okay, just 20. So we got a 10 profit on that. If I want to talk to them. But if I talk to them, they're gonna steal all my money. Oh god, I don't know. I do not know how blackjack works. First, you hand over the amount you want to bet. Try value of 21 with going over. First wheel deals 2 cards each time. Will let you determine if you want to stay or build additional cards. Goal to get 21 as close as possible without going over. If you go over, you lose. Once you're done drawing over as many cards you want, we'll draw for ourselves to do the same. If you get 21 or higher, hand us, then you win. If you get 21 or have a higher hand, you lose. If we 20 hand. Either of us go to 21, then it's a bust. If you win, you get the payout based on your current multiplier. The more games you win in a row, the higher the multiplier. Okay, that makes sense. I don't understand this game very well. 4, 5, I have a 2 and oh god, what's king in this case? So it is 10. So it's like 13, 14, 15. Spend 25% of the current bet, increased chance of bribing the dealer. Right. 13. Okay. You've got to be kidding. What? Okay, this is cheating. They just sent me over by 1 specifically. It's still just blackjack. Roulette. I'm not doing this. Okay, I tried the fading last time. What training? Is this, yeah, like train to get your character strong enough to actually fight? Is that how this works? Oh, so this is the reason why you get these things. Got gains. So that's why you want the points. Is so you can strengthen your guys, so you can put them in the game and get more stuff based on. Okay, this should be easy. No. Lower. Okay. Next round. Why am I -2? Lower. No. No. I am debt. I can be debt. Oh my! How do I get out of debt? Oh, they're just waving me off now. I'm untouchable. I. Oh god. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is really bad. Oh, this is awful. This is a huge. This is a pretty significant problem. Oh, I can just. Oh, I can just buy them. I have enough right. Okay, I can just buy them. Okay, that's actually. Okay, that's good to know. I thought that was just like. That was just like. Oh, you just can't play the game ever again. She has a lot of money. Oh, not this. Oh no, not this. It's 1. No. Okay, we are winning. They're not expecting the rock. They were expecting the rock. I won. How much did I win? She had so much points. When I lost 200. And I had barely anything. She has 1,000 and she coughed up 100. Where's the fairness there? Does that make sense? Okay. Lower. No.
Why is there out 1 finger on the paper, not including thumb, only the thumb on rock, and 2, not including the thumb, on the scissors thinking face?
Why is it only 1 finger on the
Only
paper?
asterisk.
Only the thumb on the rock and 2 on the scissors. Let's like recheck. looks kind of like there's like just 2 fingers. I guess some of it's just like simplicity's sake. Double piece. Because this looks like, I don't even know what you'd call it, like a boxing glove, not even like a fist. I don't even know why you'd add this right here. It almost seems like if you're gonna add this finger, why not add the other fingers? I guess it's just a small little detail to let you know this is supposed to be a hand and not whatever else was to be interpreted as. No, there's no way. There's no way you can get 3 draws in a row. That's not possible. It's not possible. I had a bad feeling about it. 69. Of course she took 69. I could not have done this. Can I rob Fuki? Double piece. We're just flashing peace signs at each other. I'm feeling rock. No. Is it because I said it out loud? No. She's cheating. She has to be cheating. Stop double piecing. Okay, no, let me try to logic through this. If I have scissors, is she expecting scissors again? So she's gonna do rock, so I do paper.
It's just random! What do you mean she took 400 from me? What?
Add gun and robbery so you can rob the casino and places.
I don't know why that didn't go through, but... She take money I did not have. That should not be possible. She's evil. How does one even do that? How does one rob you for more money than you actually possess on you? How does someone how does someone rob you in a way that puts you in a negative amount of money? That's not possible. That's insane. This is an evil game. This is an evil game. You go random. It's always just double piece.
Those monies look like bullets, not the casings, the parts that are shot out.
Dude, I think that's probably a carrot, I think. Don't. She stole... Why is it they give you like 100, but if you lose, they steal 500? How does that make any sense? How does it make any sense? Yeah, I can only end stream if I win one of these. I cannot end on a loss. Stop with the double piece! Rock. Never like the double. How? That's not possible. I don't have 400. How do you steal 400? You should not be able to just force someone into debt. I have enough money that it doesn't matter. I need to destroy Fubuki. How is the first... Okay, how is the first one is always either a loss or a draw? It doesn't make any sense. Draws don't happen that often in rock, paper, scissors, I feel. Okay, how much are you gonna give me? Oh, 480. Okay, so she actually did pay out. In her defense, she took a lot, but she paid a lot. She's not like one of those type of people who like will take like 500 and then if you win, just like here's like 5. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. Thank you, Sans Undertale, for coming. I'm gonna call it here. Good night, and I don't have an outro. I don't have an actual outro.